our next couple of speakers. Second speaker is going to be, let me make sure I got the right order of this. Otherwise, their PowerPoints will be all messed up and all kinds of stuff. Our first speaker is going to be Francis Nkimbeng. He comes from the healthcare industry, but he was also a lieutenant commander in the armed forces. He came on board in 2020. Already hit EDC, $1.3 million earner. He has 3 EMDs. He has a CEO coming out that will be promoted next week. 3 $250,000 earners. Our second speaker is Dongwa Sun. Comes from the biotech industry. Like earlier, an SMD making $1.5 million as an SMD. So please help me welcome Wenyoung Sun to kick it off.
Please have your seats. Is WFG in the house? What about Legacy Star in the house? What about Team Zion Rails in the house? All right. I am really honored to be here today. I'm grateful to God Almighty for creating a platform like this for dreamers to show up. Do we have any dreamers in the house? That's right. I want to just tell you your dreams are valid. Your dreams are valid. And many years ago, just like many of you are on this platform today, I don't even remember where I was because they didn't let me through the door almost. I made it through the door, and I barely patched up on, the 29 rafter. And I remember this guy saying, "Oh, you are not qualified to be here." But I said, God calls the qualified. He does not need to, have any permission from nobody. There are many people sitting in the back right now who came all the way. But I want to tell you something. WFG is not for smart people. WFG is for people who have a heart for people. And that is why I came up with the 7 principles. We help people with products through a diversified platform to prevent poverty. That's what we do here. And that is why I wanted to know your dreams are valid. Just like many people have walked this stage, many years ago I was a nurse practitioner. And I remember working overtime, extra time all the time. At the end of the year, 5 taxes, my wife thought I was a gambler. But I didn't know what happened to the money. Do we have any people in the healthcare field here today? So, on your way to take a big step, somebody in 2020 changed my life. My one and only Miss Stefania Fongo. If you're in the house, please, I want you guys to give it up to her. Because she took a big step on somebody like me. She said, "Francis, what does financial freedom look like to you?" But most importantly, how can you impact the next generation to live generational wealth? Because for the longest time I was working hard, but I didn't know what financial liberation looked like. But thank God to WFG. So I really want to say thank you to the Home Office. Our president came up here with Aegon Group saying that they have our backs. There are many people in this room looking for a place to take a big step. You have been at your job for 10 years. You have been at your job for 20 years, trying to take a big step, but they did not let you do it. But guess what? In World Financial Group, you can take that big step. Because if not, the cost of ignorance is more expensive than the price of knowledge. When I think about big steps, I'm thinking about my good friend. The very first person that I shared this opportunity with in 2020, he has never missed a big event like this one. I remember he showed up, sitting with me at the back. And right after our convention, I remember sitting down with him and writing a little policy. Not a lot. Because, you know, most of us Africans, we come here and we have responsibilities back home. Or wherever you come from, there is somebody in your family that needs help. So I remember back then, we were trying to do a policy for him. Right after submitting the application, he got a call from back home. The father was sick. And so we have to change the face value from $500,000 to about $350,000. Something small is better than nothing, true?
Yeah.
So we did that policy and submitted it. Thank God it got approved. 6 months ago, I got a call from the sister. And I was wondering, I've never spoken to her, I don't even know who she is. And she said one thing. My friend is no more. And I remember the day we sat down and submitted that application. Because right after that, I did not also know he was the breadwinner of his family. There are many people here who are the breadwinners for their family. They're the ones shouldering the responsibility for everybody. They were barely one paycheck away from losing their home. I remember I've never had many calls in this country like many people here. 164 phone calls from that family. The mortgage had to be paid. The bills had to be paid. The funeral had to be arranged. And obviously they had to transport the cops back home. Obviously probate happens, right? Probate happens to everybody. His 401k was frozen. Checking and savings frozen. Then the mom calls me and said, Francis, I remember you did something with my son. I said, yes. Submitted a claim, Trans-America approved that claim. When I showed up to the family, they were 1 day away from getting kicked out of that house.
Oh, no.
When I think about big steps and big impact, that's what comes to mind. What if he said no? Like many people in the car, you are going to get rejections. But on your way to success, rejections are part of the process. Adversity should be your advantage. There is no one here who's going to get a no and then not do something about it. Many speakers have walked the stage and said no is part of the process. As you're building this business, remember this. You can impact a family by making that one phone call. And then I also remember where I come from, in my small village back home. I called my aunt last year sometime. You know, many of us take life here for granted. You woke up today, you drank water. You were able to shower. Can you imagine there are 7 villages back home where I come from? Water is scarce. And because of that, children are dying from malaria. Children are dying from poverty and dysentery. But because of World Financial Group, we were able to build a well that can feed an entire community. That is what impact means. When I think about impact and big steps, I have team members who have been sticking around. I want to say thank you to Rich Dolly because I know when he was creating this company or founding this company, he didn't know how tall I was, the skin color of me. He didn't know where I was going to come from, but they knew I was coming. They knew a day is going to come where I will say, you know what? I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. There's going to come a day where I am sick and tired of working overtime, extra time all the time. I want to say thank you to them for sticking around. I want to say thank you to Rob Day and the family for sticking around, for people like us to show up. I want to say thank you to Daniel Fumble for sticking around for people like us to show up. I want to say thank you to Rob Rishi for sticking around for people to show up like me. Are you willing to stick around?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to stick around?
Yes.
I want you to get on your feet right now. I want you to get on your feet. Tell yourself, I am here to make an impact.
I am here to make an impact.
I am going to stick around.
I am going to stick around.
For you to make an impact, you must stick around.
Yes.
Because if somebody asks you one thing, say this. I know what I know to make an impact. I know someone who knows what I don't know to make an impact. And that's all you need to know to make an impact.